Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and today we do have some exciting Star Wars Black Series news regarding all of the rumored Black Series re-releases and how they might be officially confirmed. Really quick though, before we do get into the video, we're actually giving away this Black Series ARC Trooper 5's figure. It is sealed and ready to ship once we get 13,000 subscribers here on the channel, and we are so close to that 13,000 subs. But to enter, all you have to do is 1, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and 2, once we actually do hit 13k subs, I'll make a giveaway video, and all you have to do is comment on that giveaway video to enter. Anyway, on to the video. Now, before we do get into some of the figures that we already know are coming, plus some more that we could possibly be getting, I do want to address this from Big Bad Toy Store, because Big Bad Toy Store never canceled their original Captain Rex re-release back from 2021. So if you did actually keep your order and you didn't cancel it, this will start to fulfill for you here pretty soon. It looks like Big Bad Toy Store is starting to ship them out around October. And of course, they will go back up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, as well as Entertainment Earth. I'm guessing probably Hasbro Pulse as well, and some of the other fan channel sites. And Yakface has already confirmed that all these re-releases that we're about to talk about will be available at GameStop as well. Now, these are the first 12 re-releases that were confirmed by Yakface, and there may be more in the future, and I'll cover those in just a second, but the first 12 are Harrison Dula and Sabine Wren, both from the Star Wars Rebels line. Those are both estimated to be releasing in August of 2024. After that, we do have Clone Commander Fox, as well as BT-1 and 000, the two droids that go around with Dr. Aphra, and so all three of those are slated for September, as well as Bossk too, which is great. I think Bossk heavily needs a re-release. He's pretty expensive on the aftermarket, and he's a great figure. I would have preferred a new mold for Bossk, but it's great to get him back out in some way, shape, or form. Now, the last two that we actually have dates for is Clone Captain Rex, which we already knew from the Big Bad Toy Store listing that he will be releasing around October, as well as Ahsoka Tano from Mandalore. This one actually did get up on Entertainment Earth for a few minutes before it was taken down, but we did know both of these two were coming, and both slated for October, and it's pretty fitting that they're releasing alongside each other in that month, because they are both pretty heavy Season 7 Clone Wars characters. And then after that, we have 4 more figures that we don't have official dates for yet, but that is Plo Koon, Hunter from Season 1 of the Bad Batch, Crosshair from Season 1 of the Bad Batch, and then Dr. Aphra. I think all these are pretty good. Plo Koon is pretty expensive on the aftermarket now, and he's one of those Jedi Council members that we just need to have out on store shelves. There's obviously Hunter and Crosshair, which again are crazy expensive, and with the Bad Batch finishing up here, it makes sense to get those re-released. They need re-releases pretty desperately. And then of course Dr. Aphra kind of throws me off a little bit, and I do apologize if I pronounce her name wrong. I'm not great with space names like that, but she just got a Lucasfilm publishing line release, and so it's kind of weird that she's going to be getting a re-release in her main outfit, just because I think that publishing line, it's still available, and I think it's a far superior figure. Now, if you guys didn't know, a lot of these re-releases were originally rumored by the YouTube channel Nerdzoic back many months ago, and we hadn't heard about them in so long. People kind of just threw it up to be incorrect, but it does look like it is correct at this point, and Yakface does state that it looks like we'll probably be getting more of those re-releases that aren't listed here in the near future as well. So just to go over a few of those rumored re-releases from Nerdzoic, the first 3 here I don't think are going to happen. That is an Archive Anakin, a Archive Maul, and a Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I really just don't see these 3 figures actually getting re-released. As far as the Archive Anakin goes, a brand new sculpted Anakin is heavily rumored at the moment for the Black Series, and so to see him get an Archive release and then just a new sculpt release right off the bat is just not very likely, and so I'm assuming maybe this one was planned at some point but then was later scrapped, or it just was misconfused for an Archive release rather than a brand new figure, so I just don't think Anakin is going to happen. We already know that the Darth Maul is not going to happen. He just got announced for a brand new sculpt in the Phantom Menace 3-pack, as alongside that Padawan Obi-Wan. Now, that Obi-Wan is a re-release, but I just don't see them doing 2 re-releases right off the bat of the same figure, and so I think that Padawan Obi-Wan maybe got moved to this 3-pack, or maybe something else happened, but I don't see either of those 2 figures happening with that new Maul and that Obi-Wan re-release. I just don't see them getting a separate re-release again. Over some of the ones that are still rumored and I think we could be getting is a re-release of the standard original Red Box Cal Kestis, a Darth Nihilus, which would be great. He's pretty expensive on the aftermarket. a clone commander Obi-Wan Kenobi, another one that's pretty expensive and would love to see a re-release of. Now the next two sets I just don't necessarily see happening, but I could see it being a possibility, and that is the two different versions of the Droid 3-packs that we got, or the Astromech 3-packs, and I just don't see these happening with the new Astromech mold. I think it would be really dumb of them to try to release two new 3-packs of older molds like that. If they were going to do them in the new mold, I would absolutely love it, I'd be all for it, but I don't think they would sell very well if it is that old mold, and judging by like this being a re-release, it would be that old mold. So fingers crossed this one isn't happening, but at this point it's really hard to say. After that, we do have two more figures from that Walmart exclusive Clone Wars wave, that being the Mandalorian Loyalist and the Mandalorian Super Commando. These seem pretty possible with that Season 7 Ahsoka re-release, but I do wish these were new molds just because that Jango Fett body really sucks. But we did see these two figures in Season 7 of the Clone Wars, as well as, of course, the Ahsoka flashback to Season 7 of the Clone Wars, and so I could definitely see these being re-released just to get them back on store shelves with that appearance in Ahsoka. There's also the rumored Gaming Grades Jango Fett. This is another one that I hope isn't correct, just because that body really sucks. We need a brand new Jango. Maybe this one is going to be like that Archive Anakin or Archive Maul, where it's rumored to be an archive or a re-release and it ends up being a brand new mold. Hopefully that's the case, but at this point, again, it's really hard to say. And the last two releases I'm actually really excited about, and I really hope these do come true, and that's because it is the Shadow Squadron 2-pack with the speeder bike, as well as the Mandalorian Scout Trooper in speeder bike. Both of these are great sets, and they're pretty expensive on the aftermarket, and so I'm really hoping these are correct and they do get re-releases. And plus, Hasbro hasn't done a vehicle in a long time, and so if they do re-release these, hopefully they sell really well, and that means Hasbro wants to get back into the speeder and vehicle game, which is something that a lot of fans have been desperately wanting for the Black Series for a long time. So hopefully these are correct and they sell very well, and maybe that means we'll get some new speeders and some new vehicles in the future. And again, all of these figures, they won't be releasing all at once. They will be pretty spontaneous here and there. It sounds like that they'll be going up on Thursdays throughout the summer, and so it'll maybe be one or two figures up at a time, but they won't go all up at once. So make sure to stay tuned on the channel, because I will definitely be posting videos covering everything that is revealed and when it goes up for pre-order. So if you don't want to miss out on anything Star Wars The Black Series, hit that like button and subscribe so you stay up to date. But that is going to do it for this video. So if you did enjoy, go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.